All right, welcome to the House of Hoosier podcast. I'm your host, former Hoosier, AJ Guyton, man, and I got a special guest, the floor general for this current version of Indiana Hoosier, Xavier Johnson. What's up, X? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Man, looking good. You know what I'm saying? I heard you're doing a little film study right now, getting ready for a couple games down the road. How's it looking?
It's looking good. I mean, right now I'm watching Syracuse right now. Trying to get zone next week because we had a little trouble in the first half for our last game we played in the zone. So I mean, we got to get better at that, getting more touches for Trace as well.
Yeah, you coming from the Big East though, or no? You coming from the ACC, right? Pitt moved to ACC. Did you get a chance to play against Syracuse while you were at Pitt?
Yeah. Okay. I play against almost two times a year, every year. Yeah, so I'm familiar with it.
Absolutely. So you got to lead the charge. Where the holes at in the zone, being patient, getting that ball in the middle, keeping your big man eating down there. So that's going to be big, man. I'm excited about watching you guys compete in that way. But man, first one, I want to get to know you. The fans want to get to know you real quick. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You can answer them rapid fire. Hometown.
Tampa, Florida.
All right. Dish looking most forward to on Thanksgiving.
Macaroni and cheese.
Mac and cheese, baby. Favorite hobby?
Video games.
Video games. All right, what you playing these days?
I play 2K and Call of Duty a lot.
Okay, you still on that Modern Warfare, or are you going to Vanguard right now?
Yeah, I'm on Vanguard right now.
The old guns. I ain't ready for the old guns yet, man. I'm still on Modern Warfare multiplayer. But favorite something you do that would shock most people. I'm gonna tell you mine. I can sing. Like ones they just don't know. Like I'm R&B to the heart. Something about you that would shock most people.
I can cook a little bit.
You can cook? Okay. All right. All right. Favorite NFL team?
New York Giants.
Giants. Oh, they was just talking about them dogging them today, wasn't it?
I don't like this.
It's not a good moment, but it's always the good thing about that is always a way up. So, favorite NBA team?
Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets. Favorite NBA player?
Kyrie Irving.
And your greatest player of all time, NBA?
LeBron James.
Absolutely. All right, man. Let's get to know X Sebic, man. I was excited about that. I ain't got a chance to meet him. I need to get down on campus, chop it up with the guards down there. But from the beginning, you were a Pitt Panther, man. You were on your way to a stellar career at Pitt, running the show for Jeff Capel, who I played against in college, how old I am. And great guy, excellent basketball coach. When did a change of scenery started to creep into your mind at that time?
I mean, once I started having trouble on the court, like refs and stuff, and like as I remember, it was against NC State where I got my last tech. Then I got benched. It just started being trouble. And I mean, it just something that we couldn't figure out, so I just decided to move on from it.
Absolutely. What kind of troubles was you having? Was it like with the type of style y'all was playing, or is it frustrating you, forcing you to do things out of your character, or were you just like, man?
I mean, it was just like things that that just took me off in the game. Like the other team would like do something to my teammate, and like I go over there and try to like fix the problem. Like, but I got texted for little stuff like that. Like, I mean, it was just little things, but I mean, it's cool.
You got wrapped up in it. You was like, it's almost like you fell too much in love with it. You're like, I gotta get away from it because it's causing me to react. With situations I don't need to react to. But what were you looking for when you decided to make that move? What were you looking for initially in a program?
I just wanted to go to like a more of a winning culture. I guess I was looking for a coach that will help me get to the next level and help me develop me into like a point guard that I want to become. And that's why I chose to come here.
Awesome, man. So tell me the story about how Indiana came into the picture. Like, what was your first understanding? Indiana's interested. Who made that call, and what did you think about it?
The first call was actually from Coach Kenyon. And we was talking, and I mean, it is Coach Kenyon. So he made me commit the in Nebraska way back when I was a junior. So I mean, we already had a familiar connection with him. So I mean, he was talking to me when Archie was still the coach, and
Okay.
when I first got in the portal, and then after that, Coach Woodson became the coach. A week later, and then I got on the Zoom with him, and I absolutely fell in love with it.
That's good.
He's a real genuine guy. He's down to earth, and he tells you the real truth.
That's what you need. I like that. And prior to deciding, man, what did you know about Indiana basketball? Because I'm out of state. I'm only in Illinois though, and I know, that we have a lot of out of state guys that came in and make a huge impact. But you really don't understand Indiana basketball until it starts. What did you know prior to making your decision about Indiana basketball?
I knew it was an already established winning culture there. I knew it was a blue blood. That the fans were used to winning, always winning games, because I knew they had 5 national championships.
Yeah.
Even during the Bobby Knight era, I mean, that was a big era. So
Yeah,
I saw a lot in that.
Okay. And what was the final deciding factor that said, you know what, I use the place for me after you zoomed in? Because you zoomed, you didn't really come visit. At that time, you weren't allowed to come on campus. Right. What was the ultimate deciding factor in you saying, you know what, I'm going to be in the Crimson Cream next 2 years?
I mean, I felt like it was a better environment for me that fit me. I mean, a lot of people tell me that. A lot of my family members tell me that my change, when I made the change, that it fit me perfectly. I mean, I saw a lot in Indiana leading to that.
Do you personally feel the change in you maturing and, being more social? I know for athletes, I know me being on campus, one of my biggest regrets was because you get, as an athlete, you get bothered quite a bit, you know what I mean? And I wasn't an asshole to nobody, but I was like, hey man, I just want to get to class. I want to, I want to do my work. Do you find yourself being more open and having a better attitude than you had the last couple of years?
Yeah, I absolutely do.
That's good.
I mean, my freshman year, I was actually happy. That's why I made my best grades. But I'm honestly making my best grades now. I mean, I do my homework all the time.
Right.
I'm always seeing my tutors. I mean, my head all around is all about business being here. So
that's good.
That's the change. That's the good change about it.
Absolutely. What's it like playing for Coach Woodson, man?
I mean, it's a lot to learn. I mean, he's like he said, he really is hard on his point guard. He really is. He wants me to know everything. I mean, like all the plays. He wants me to call my own plays in the game. That's the way he don't call. He doesn't have to call all of them. We got into it last game. I actually called an out of bounds play, and he called one. And I was like, "Coach, you told me you want me to know the plays, so you got to call them." So I mean, he just looked at me when I walked off. So I mean, he just little things like that. I mean, he just wanted me to learn and be a point guard.
They say that, but then you put him in that situation where it's time for you to make the call. He waving you off. He's like, "No, man, this what you wanted. You wanted me to make the call. Let me make the call." What have you been pleasantly surprised about Coach Woodson's approach and style as it pertains to you and the team? What have you been surprised about?
I mean, like I would say, like he's really a hands-on guy. Like he's not gonna yell at you. He's not gonna curse you out or anything. I mean, he's just like a hands-on coach. Like that's what players need, because he's gonna tell you when you're doing right and when you're doing wrong.
Definitely. You guys are fitting real nice, man. What do you think has been the key to developing that team chemistry so quickly?
I mean, this is being around each other a lot. I mean, like when I first got here, I mean, a lot of guys, all the guys were together, and we all went out to eat. We always just all around each other all the time, and we do a lot of things together. So I mean, like we just do a lot of team bonding. Like one time we went bowling, and I mean, we just have fun as a team off the court as well.
Awesome, man. And which teammate for as far as their game on the floor has pleasantly, I know TJD's the All-American. You knew what he was about. What teammate has pleasantly surprised you the most at how good they were?
I mean, it's 3 of them. I would say, I mean, all my teammates for real.
Yeah.
I would say, actually, it's like 4 of them. It's Race, Trace, Scoop, and, actually George Geronimo and Parker. Those are my 5. They've honestly surprised me from what they do on the court.
Yeah, Geronimo, he's surprising all of us because I'm like, from last year now, he taking contested threes, he knocking them in. I'm like, oh, hey, I was so happy he made that three he took. I forgot the game he was making a little run and he passed. Thank God he made that shot because Coach Woody would have had him. But that's how you become confident, man. You got to take chances, and that's what you do as a player as well. So, and TJD is your leader, man, All-American. Tell the fans what it's like to play with a guy like Trace who gets so much attention on the floor, and have y'all developed that chemistry you need, that 1-2 punch, and are y'all working on it?
I mean, we're still working on it, but I mean, honestly, I think we're good right now. But we're going to get even better because as the season goes on, we just got more time to connect. Absolutely. And I mean, playing with a guy like him, I mean, he with a lot of attention that gets a lot of attention. I mean, he's all about winning. He's going to do little things. He's going to rebound for you. He's going to block shots on the defensive end. He races a lot of shots. And, I mean, he's just been a leader all around. Yep. He's always talking, always playing with guys, always being unselfish, and that's what we need out of him.
Awesome, man. That's what All-American does, man. We're speaking to my man Xavier Johnson, man, and one thing that's been it's been a staple of Indiana basketball, but I think yourself and the guys who came in and Mike Woodson took it to the next level is the defense, man. Guys are holding teams to 28% shooting from the field, 25% from three, about 53 points per game. What do you guys do in practice to get this defensive intensity to the level that it is right now?
I mean, from day one, I mean, it was always about defense. I mean, that was one of the first things he preached, and everybody's been locked in because everybody's on the same mission as well. I mean, we was always up to touch. We got to play full court defense and pick up games, and so it's always been taught when they first got here. And everybody wants to lock in and not let their man score. So.
Yeah, I can't let that point go by because I know there's a lot of coaches that listen to this podcast. As a former coach, you said in your pickup games, you guys are asked to pick up full court, making the pickup games competitive. Not that it's a lackadaisical, let's play 2-3 games, get out of here. The competitive level rise. So all you coaches out there, man, he said that, and that's most important. Their practices and their open gyms everything is competitive, and that's what translates to the game, man. But it's definitely something. But you brought a new dimension, man, and because last year I felt like the team could get stops, but they never scored off those stops because they didn't have a point guard that could catch it, get on the move, and go through people, around people, and in the lane and get involved. You feel like you bringing that dimension to the floor, getting our defensive points in like we need them?
Yeah, I mean that's what my game is really about. I mean, I play defense, and when we get a stop, we run it because that's the play style I like, and that's the play style Coach wants as well.
All right. Sound like you play a little too much defense because you're always in foul trouble, man. Like, what do you attribute into?
I be mad when I get my turnover, so I be trying to make up for them. So that's my fouls lead to because I be getting frustrated. So I mean, I got to learn how to control that, and I did good in the last game. So
no, you'll get it, man. It's just about I always tell my daughter, I got a daughter that plays now, man. I get my first foul, I ain't fouling no more. Because I'm going to hustle. I'm going to get my verticality on. I'm playing containment defense for the rest of the half. So just keep that in mind. Just contain, man. We need you on the floor. Because when we play Syracuse, we can't be playing guys that don't have as much experience as you. You're the only guy played against that zone. We got to have you on the floor. But I know you're going to get that under control. 5 games, 21 minutes a game because of the fouls. Averaging about 10 and 3. Talk to me about the areas you like to improve on to help take the team to the next level.
I mean, I'm still working on it, but I mean, I want to get more assists for this team.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I could put guys in a better spot. I'm watching more film on that, and I feel like I could score more for this team as well. Because I think leading in the Big Ten, we're gonna need more than just tracing in other people to score as well. So I mean.
Yes, sir. That's a great point, man. It's going to take a village, especially on them road games. They're brutal in the Big Ten, man. And going up to cold Wisconsin, cold Michigan, you need that experience, that speed, and that quickness, and to be able to create for others as the defense suffocates. So that's going to be important, man. I noticed one thing, you had a positive spirited exchange with Kenya Hunter on the bench. As a player, we noticed this kind of stuff. Man, what was that conversation about? I don't know if you remember that. You got your second foul. I think he was kind of talking to him about what happened. But how does it feel to have a coach on the bench that you can really, really express yourself to, which it sounds like you may not have had in Pitt, but you were able to express yourself, get it out, and then you was able to move forward. I don't know if you remember that. You remember that little exchange? Like you just had a conversation. Yeah. What was that about?
I don't think it came like a second father, honestly.
Awesome.
And a mentor as well. Because off the court, I believe he wants the best for me. All our coaches want the best for everybody on the team as well. But everybody on the team has a person they can talk to as well. It's not just me, but it's good to have somebody like that as well, because he just wants the best, and he wants me to succeed and move past it. And they just want me to be better and be on the court. So
yeah, it's so healthy, man. That's why I saw it. I didn't look at it as anything negative, because it's time I played for Bob Knight. So it was time I wanted to scream and holler, but I looked over there and it was him. I'm like, nah, I can't do that to him. But every athlete needs that outlet, man. I love to see that, because I saw the relationship, him allowing you to express, him calming you down. Like, all right, it's all good, man. We get you back in there. You good. But I'm sure he was frustrated, because he like, man, you fouling, like you hacking. Stop hacking. We need you out there. So I love to see that, man. The competition stiffens in the coming days, though. You as one of the leaders on the team, what are you looking forward to seeing being taken to the next level from your team, since you're going to play against, I think you got Syracuse coming up, Nebraska, Wisconsin, and I think Manhattan, I think I saw on there as well. But those 3 out of 4 are brutal, man. What are you looking forward to seeing from your team in those 3 tough games?
I feel like we're going to be able to compete with a lot of good teams. I feel like we're on the look right now, but I feel like we're going to open a lot of eyes when we start playing the known teams.
Mm-hmm. Well, last thing I asked you, man, and what has been your experience in Indiana, being from Florida, man, and coming to the Midwest and playing? I know you played at Pitt as well. How are you happy with your decision, and how do you feel and judge Hoosier Nation as you are getting to know them and they're getting to know you? What's your experience been like with the people?
It's been good.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working with clean arms, and everybody's been nice to me. Everybody's been telling me how much they're happy I came here. I just love it all. And I'm gonna get my heart on the court. I'm gonna give it all.
You got 2 years, this year and next year. Okay, good. We're looking forward to seeing you develop, man, and continue to, some big shoes to fill. Isaiah Thomas, myself, Yogi Ferrell, huge shoes to fill, man, but you're more than capable of doing it, man. So keep developing, stay on the floor. And we're looking forward to Hoosier Nation making a lot of noise this year, man. Excited about having you in the family. Happy we get to watch you develop over the next 2 years. Keep up the good work, man. Stay locked in and on the floor, man. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, that's our outro with Xavier Johnson, and one of the speediest point guards in the land, man. Let's continue to support Hoosier Nation, support our guys through thick and thin, man. Yeah, blessed. Have a great Thanksgiving too, man, and get that mac and cheese, bro.
You too. I will. I wish I could get it from my mom, but I can't see it right now.
Absolutely.
In Georgia. So
you know where to get it from. You gonna know. All right, my man.
I appreciate it.